Hi everyone and welcome to this new showcase video on Codename Shelter. We've spent over 100 hours getting some stuff ready for you guys. It's been one hell of a month and we're really proud of our work so far. First of all, if you haven't seen our previous showcase video, you should. It's somewhere on my channel and it covers the gameplay mechanics of the game. At the end of the video I mentioned I was working on an interface overhaul. I did, and I also added a bunch of new interesting features. In this video we'll mostly be covering the interface, but I'll also present the new features I've introduced into the game. Get ready, that's some heavy stuff. First thing you'll notice is that we've decided to ditch the old tablet look. We thought this was way too complicated and we wanted the interface to be as clean and straightforward as possible to make the gameplay mechanics smooth. It looks more professional and we've made a black and grey flat UI contrasting with text to make it very clear. You will also see that we've animated everything. It makes all the transitions smoother. Let's check out the categories now. The first menu you'd be on when opening the menu is the terrain menu. Terrain is the most important part of creating your world and we wanted it to be the first thing you see. We've made the terrain previews in live 3D, meaning that you can clearly see what you're going to place on the thumbnail. You can also see we split terrain categories so that you can easily get what you're looking for. The placing system works just like the old one, we've just enhanced the overall design and feel of the tab. The time menu has changed a lot. We've made it so that you can get more control of the overall time system, but first of all let's appreciate that neat design we made. That clock looks sexy. Now all of the old parameters you could change were boxes where you typed stuff. That wasn't really appealing. We've changed it all to custom sliders. You can change time speed with the left slider and the time changing system is way more free. The sliders make you able to modify time in any way you want with a good degree of precision. Let's move on to the weather tab. This is one of the tabs that has changed the most as we wanted to stop with the checkboxes and stuff. So we literally made checkboxes out of icons, making it look very intuitive and smooth. We've made wind intensity work on trees. And we've made a collapsed tab for fog. You can see we've totally changed the way the color works. Whereas we used to work with the RGB sliders, we've switch to an HSV wheel so that you can get visual control over the color you want. We've added more control with the value slider under the wheel too. We wanted to make it so that you didn't need to close the menu to see the results of your changes, and we believe we've achieved this with the HSV wheel. If you remember from last video, the physical properties system was a bit odd and we were using text boxes to change values. We have decided to completely change it as it was one of our very early tests. It is now separated in 4 categories just like the terrain ones, and they all have custom sliders and icons to tell you what they do. There isn't much to tell on these tabs except one, the animations. This is the one we spent a lot of time on and we've managed to make it look good looking while keeping its functionality. It features a 3D preview of the animations in the middle that you can change to preview the different stances available like walking, running and idling. We'll add what we call attitudes on the right. They are little animations to diversify your behavior, like for example sitting, stretching and so on. And now the world menu. That was the most underdeveloped category we had made because we clearly didn't have any idea on what to put in here. We've now made it use the HSV wheel system for sky and sun color. We've included a sweet gravity scale slider and we've made a second category that we're really proud of, the sound menu. Basically, as well as being able to customize your world, you can customize your sound ambience. On the left panel you can change the main ambience, thus just a small background noise that's constantly here. In the middle panel we have the detail sound. You can add them to the ambient sound to create your atmosphere. For example, you can add rain and wind sounds as well as thunder. We'll add a lot more later of course. Finally, in the right panel we have the music category. This is a pretty cool system. Every song that you select is entered in a playlist. Every 10 minutes, the game randomly gets a song from that playlist and plays it. We'd like to make it so that you can use your own music for this in later versions. The items menu is just like the terrain menu. There isn't much to say about it as it really is the same system. 4 categories for the items so that you can easily get wherever you want. All items are 3D rendered so that you get an idea of what you're going to place, just like the terrain. You may have noticed the little gear on the bottom right of the menu. This is the brand new settings menu we've been working on. You can see its features on the left panel, the post-process options, so we have vignette, bloom, grain and more. You can change the camera view to fit your needs. On the right we'll implement the key binding system, so we didn't want to add it so far because we're going to add a ton of keys and we don't want to forget any in there, so we'll do it in final beta release. Little thing by the way, the cursor. It's a custom black cursor that we felt would look great on the menu, so we just removed the white one and used that one instead. If you remember the edit menu from last video, you know it was really ugly. We've changed it to give it a new look, and it looks as good as the menu now. It features the HSV wheel to get control over item color, and the transform options are now using spin boxes so that you can get full control over the item's position. If you want to be exact, you can even type a value in the box. As well as changing menus and interfaces, we've added some more. On the left is an invisible notifications feed. We'll make it so that whenever something important happens, it'll show here. So far there are 2 types of notifications. The first one is when a song plays from the random playlist system. It will notify you a song is playing and it will tell you what it is. The second one is when you unlock an achievement. This will lead us to another part of the presentation, but right now take the time to appreciate the notification of that amazing achievement. The notifications feed is fully dynamic, meaning you can stack up notifications without any problems. We've also added the pause menu. It is very straightforward, we didn't want to make an overly complex pause menu. It just blurs the game, shows the title and 2 very important buttons. First one is the exit button. I don't think I need to explain what it's for. Other one is the achievements button, and that is important. When clicking it, you open the achievements menu. Right now it only has 6 achievements that are all unlocked, but we'll make sure to add at least 100 of them. It'll be your job to discover them. So that's it, the entire interface overhaul. We hope you enjoyed this second showcase as we really had fun working on this all. Feel free to give us your feedback down in the comments. We are now working on expanding the content that's available, so next time you can expect a content overhaul to be showcased. Have a nice day and enjoy your stay on Shelter.